par 3. 5, 4, 3.
Thank you. Chuck? Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Runz. I'm here with Grant Amahara. My name is Chuck Gatica, and we're here with some big news for you for the race. Up to you, man.
Yeah, so the race, this is Friday right now. The race is tomorrow. Less than 12 hours. It grows ever closer, and things are growing ever more and more tense. We really need to, I think our first big story we want to talk about here is the ever-growing tension between the racer, number 2 seed, based on history, but you know, me and you are both predicting him to win. He is the number 2 seed, though, let's be honest. Can't change that now. Number 2 seed racer, Kyle K.
Yeah.
The ever-growing tension between him and your father,
Chuck Gatica.
the commissioner of racing, Chuck Gatica Sr. So I just want to go in a little more in depth in this. I have some of what was said.
Yeah.
Some quotes here. So Kyle K, during one of his press conferences, he said, "What is this malarkey?" Malarkey, very important word. He said, "What is this malarkey? I've called for a neutral site 2 years in a row, and I still don't get this.
Yeah.
I implore you to reconsider, Mr. Commissioner."
Yeah.
That was what Kyle K said during his press conference to your father, the commissioner.
Yep.
Your commissioner's official response, he called him our Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Our watchful protector, our Dark Knight. Didn't make a lot of sense. That was your father's public statement. Everyone was a little confused. They were like, all right, I guess cool, but didn't answer his question. Then he's called at the country club. After a few too many. And I'd like to read for you. I'm sorry. I know this is personal.
No, I know.
I know it's your father, and it's not a personal attack. These are the facts.
He loves the alcohol.
These are the facts. I want to address them as they were. He said, as we remember, the last thing Kyle K said was, "I implore you to reconsider." Your father said, "You implore me?
Mm-hmm.
You implore me. You always were one for fancy words." Kyle K. And then he said, he wasn't talking to Kyle K. He was talking to his buddies, and he said, I implores you to go back to where you came from and tell them to send someone just a little more impressive next time. Yes. So I know we went into this last time. You said Kyle K's to blame for this.
Yes.
I was wondering, could you just elaborate on your stance at all here? Have your feelings changed at all? And how do you feel it's going to affect the race?
Yeah, definitely. This is kind of strange. I feel like this is more like an interviewing me type thing, even though we're both like the sportscasters. But that being said, I do still think this is Kyle K's fault. I mean, this is his doings. What he did was that he implored the commissioner of foot racing.
That's true.
To reconsider. Now, if I recall, the last time that someone implored someone to reconsider, we both agreed that it was the same as, Yeah, exactly. That being said, it's his fault.
Okay.
One thing though.
Yeah.
I just want to say, in case anyone's getting bored with this broadcast, I want to remind everyone that we're gonna have a special guest star at the end of this, who might be one of the racers in tomorrow's race. One might say that he's in control right now. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I had to bring you into this.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough being. It's my dad. He's Chuck Gatica. I'm Chuck Gatica.
Yeah. I just wanted to clear the air because after our last broadcast, there were some tensions afoot. I just wanted to see how you thought that was gonna.
You don't implore the commissioner to reconsider.
I know. That's the authority here.
Yeah.
You talk to the Foot Racers Players Association. You relay the message through them. They will talk to the commissioner for you. That's kind of the standard procedure that you handle these issues with.
Kyle K stepped outside those boundaries. I was a member of the FRPA for years.
Yes.
I was a member of the FRPA for years.
Yes.
As a member of the FRPA, I just remember that the first rule was never implore the commissioner to reconsider.
You never do that.
And it was really strange that someone who's been in the association for so many years, I would say maybe 2 years, would do so. It's just not right.
No, because I'm sorry we're getting a little off track here, but we can't talk. We have to lay this out for people who are new to the foot racing industry. But the last time someone implored the commissioner to reconsider, 2004.
Yeah.
I think we all remember what happened to foot racing in 2004. There was a lockout. The commissioner locked the players out.
Yeah.
For an entire 2 seasons.
Yeah. Because he wouldn't reconsider.
He would not. He was offended, and he would not. So I just, I mean, I want everyone out there to form their own opinions, but you've heard what Chuck and I have to think about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough for me to talk about. I'm sorry. We're gonna take this to a different light. We're gonna start talking about Tori Belleci,
Yes.
who, as I'm aware, is he's the bookie for this event, and
Good friend of mine.
we're gonna bring him out later. But until then, we're just gonna start talking about it. What do you think about Tori Belleci being assigned as the bookie for tomorrow's race?
Yeah, so as you know, I worked with him on Mythbusters. We were a part of the B team. Him, Carrie Byram, and I.
Yep.
We worked on some great myths together. So he's going to be here as the celebrity bookie.
Yeah.
He did not attend last year's race, similar to yourself, but for much more selfish reasons.
Yeah, I couldn't make it. I woke up in my bed.
Yeah. Chuck couldn't make it. However, Tori Belleci knew well ahead of time where he was supposed to be, and he didn't come.
Let the record show, I'm the only one that's a friend with Tori Belleci on Facebook. This man's...
Jared's friends with Tori Belleci.
Jared's friends with Tori Belleci. However, he didn't attend last year's race, and as a friend of his, in real life, I'm a little offended.
Tori,
yes, he's a good friend of mine.
I know you're offended, but let's keep it on the table that he's here tonight.
Yes, he is here.
He's gonna be showing up later in the episode.
He is. Tori Belleci, he is here, and I'm happy he's here this time.
I know.
Don't get me wrong.
I know.
So, I'm very. He's not here. He canceled. Tori canceled.
Tori canceled.
Jesus. Okay, never mind. Tori Belleci's not going to be here.
I'm sorry. I thought he was coming.
I thought he was too. His agent told us. His agent, I believe his name was.
I'm sorry.
Samsonite. Johnsman. This is agent. I'm
Yeah.
calling him out
Also,
right now.
my
I'm sorry.
uncle.
I wouldn't normally do this, but Chuck's uncle, Samsonite Johnsman. I wouldn't normally call someone out like this, but he told us that his client was going to be here, and now he's not. So, yeah. I guess let's talk a little bit more about this race.
Yeah, wait. In case you're just joining the program, this is a race between Alec K and Kyle K tomorrow at noon at El Bell Field, right down the street.
Well, actually, there was a slight rescheduling. El Bell, we're not sure if it's going to be unlocked, so we're going to Palmer Commons, outside of Mojo Hall. There's actually been a rescheduling, so that's where we're going to be tomorrow for the Bigfoot race. It's going to be a 40 to 50 yard dash.
Again, I'm embarrassed. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was at El Bell Field.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That being said, I definitely won't be there at Palmer Commons. It's pretty far away from where I live.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hike, but I'm gonna be there. I'm excited for the foot race. So last broadcast of the Runz, episode 1, we talked a little bit. We laid out our estimates of who was gonna win this thing.
I estimated Kyle K.
I estimated Kyle K as well. However, our expert meteorologist and former cardiologist, Dr. Mantis Toboggan, he picked Kyle K. And foot race legend, Captain Clutch himself, number 2.
No, Mantis Toboggan chose Alec.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mantis
I
Toboggan chose
apologize.
Alec.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
He misspoke. He
I
didn't
misspoke.
misunderstand. He misspoke.
I misspoke. LK, Mantis Toboggan chose LK, and Captain Clutch, Derek Jeter, also chose LK. So we were in a dead heat. We have an audience with us here today. I'd just like to get an audience poll. By applause. We'll do the applause meter here.
Yeah.
Let's hear who thinks LK is gonna win. All right.
Interesting turn.
Who's got Kyle K? Who's got Kyle K? Yeah. Okay. All right. So it looks like America, as we all know, America loves an underdog. It looks like they're going with the number 2 seed, Kyle K. This race, really the only phrase I can use to describe it is that it's going to be a barn burner. How excited are you for this thing?
A barn burner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, barn burner is kind of a touchy subject for me. As you know, I was a farmer for Alec K and Kyle K. I did run a farm for them. I used to raise chickens for their families and other assorted animals and such. That being said, I really do think it is a barn burner.
Okay.
That's all I got.
No. It's interesting that No. I love that you're bringing up right now that you were a farmer for them, because I wanted to talk about right now. We are hours before the race. This is the day before race day, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the diets, the pre-routine exercises, the pre-race routines of these two athletes.
The pre-race routines
And Kyle K has been eating exclusively Wendy's for the last 6.5 months.
Yeah.
To prepare for this thing.
It's a protein carb only
Protein
diet.
carb diet. He's been pounding them back.
Yeah, and
I
as,
saw
everybody,
him,
as everybody knows, protein and carbs are the best for racing.
I saw him personally today. He got a Sun Baconator. Medium combo.
Son of Baconator.
Medium combo. 2. He got 2 of them. He got the number 2. He got the Dave's Hot and Juicy.
Have you ever been to Frida Batitas?
Yes,
because that's tonight's sponsor.
Yes.
I'd like to say that tonight's sponsor is Frida Batitas. You got to try it, honestly. And this is I'm getting paid to say this, but this is probably one of the best restaurants in Ann Arbor. Try it out.
Yes, first time here, first time there for myself. Great burger. It's been described as by some of our crew as a spiritual experience. We're getting paid to say this. Don't get me wrong. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
But it was a great burger
Paid per
nonetheless.
click.
So,
Maybe about 13 clicks from people in the room.
so that was a great sponsor to have because we love them. But back to the pre-race diets
yeah.
routines. As I said, Kyle K has been on that Wendy's only diet.
Wendy's.
He gets the chicken nuggets like once every 3 weeks. Every other day it's a burger.
Yeah.
He gets the spicy nuggets. He loves that buffalo ranch dipping sauce. Give it a try. LK, on the other hand, has been eating purely leaves.
Yeah.
Leaves.
He's on a leaf diet.
Oat
I
leaves.
think the leaf diet's really good for trying to lose weight, but I don't know if it's exactly what you need to be doing for a race.
He's been eating only maple leaves for the last.
You're trying to get that fast twitch
months.
muscle going. Trying to get that fast twitch muscle going. Now we had the science show before this, where they showed those muscles and like how much force is behind those big old legs of Al's. But with leaves in the veins, I don't think it's not gonna work out so well for him. He's gonna tighten up. He's gonna lose it during the race.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I think. I'm not a doctor like Manchester Dog.
Yeah, and fortunately he can't be here right now. He's running a little late. He drives a motorcycle where he got hit on the way here, so he's trying to get here, but
Man just got hit on the
he just got hit on his motorcycle.
Is he alright?
He's doing all right. He's gonna make it. We hope. He's walking. He's walking here now.
All right, cool. I mean, should we bring on? Oh, he's not here. Tori's not here.
Tori's not here.
I mean, what's time?
Well,
was it time
well,
for guest star time?
Not quite yet. There was one other thing I want to talk about, which was the equipment that these two racers will be using. As we know, foot racing, not a sport that requires a lot of equipment, not like a football or
Yeah.
a hockey game. But Kyle K is going to be wearing some Pumas. He's going to be wearing not Pumas. He's going to be wearing Adidas, Nike. Kyle K himself,
Fila.
he wears Asics.
Reebok.
Kyle K,
Asics.
yeah, Kyle K, he wears Asics.
I have a word about Asics. Now that
Yes,
you said that.
please
I
go.
didn't realize he was wearing Asics. As you know, I don't know much about the race. Asics are by far the best running shoe for long distance. I'm not so sure about sprints. I don't know if Kyle K has grips on these shoes. But if he does, he's going to win.
Okay. And LK, I mean, God only knows what that hobo's wearing. Probably a couple of banana peels duct taped to his feet.
Yeah. I'd
probably
say
gonna
banana peels are Nike running shoes, probably.
He's probably gonna be carrying a goddamn skunk during the race.
Yeah.
Because what the hell's that guy doing? I don't know.
He's got a skunk.
So that covers the equipment. I mean, I think it sounds like both of us are giving the edge to Kyle K in the equipment category. Next up, we've got a very special guest. We got one of the racers here with us.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I hope you guys enjoy this interview we got coming up. We've got the illustrious Kyle K with us here.
Kyle
today.
K, everyone give him a hand. Give him a hand.
And cut it. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the midst of a legend, an underdog, and a dwarf, Kyle K.
Kyle K, ladies and gentlemen.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Great.
Great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here.
I'm doing.
I know you had a long trip.
Yeah, flight got delayed.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you're getting a little offensive about my dad.
Yeah.
That comment, but I just wanted to be nice and say it was.
Well, no, we'll get into that.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry, I don't know if I can do this.
No. Hey, it's okay.
Hey,
It's okay.
hey. It's all smiles.
We'll have this come.
I don't know about this guy.
Hey, okay. So Kyle K, I want to thank you for being here so
Yeah.
much in our fine city.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You ready for the race?
My sponsor.
Yeah, we're gonna need that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is a contractual
sorry,
thing.
yeah,
This is a
yeah.
contractual
Yeah.
thing.
I'm so sorry.
No, hey, it's okay.
Contractual. Okay.
Keep going. How you feeling right
Sorry
now?
about
Day before the race.
Day before the race,
How's the big guy feeling?
feeling great. You know,
Yeah.
all smiles around Ann Arbor. Went out to dinner.
Yeah. Where'd you go? Tell me about
Frida Batitos.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about them.
Let me tell you. So I'm paid to say this.
I know.
Yeah. As we all are.
As a sponsor of Frida Batitos, I would like to say, chorizo burger, spiritual.
Spiritual.
I would like to preface that with that was an ad. I was paid to say that.
I was paid to say this too, but they offered us several free samples of the fries.
Yes.
A wonderful experience at the restaurant.
Yeah. I'm paid to agree.
It's one of my favorites as well.
He's paid to say that, but
Just we want to make sure it's okay.
yeah. So I wanted to just ask you a little bit about. We were just talking about some of what you've been doing to prepare for this race.
Yeah.
You've brought along yourself a little relic of what you've been up to. Wendy's Cup.
Yeah.
So tell us about this Wendy's diet you've been on. What's going on there?
Well, so I'm contractually obligated to say that I've been eating Wendy's, especially a number 2, which is a double cheeseburger.
Combo. It's a combo.
Combo with medium fries and
Natural cut.
Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Cherry deep.
He bumps up to the medium combo.
He does.
But if I want to share a little dish, I'm actually eating Burger King. Yeah.
Okay.
Whopper
Are
a day.
you allowed to say that?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I've already said what this needs to say.
Okay. So you've been eating Whoppers.
Yeah. And number 2's from Wendy's.
Okay. It's hot and juicy.
Yep.
That's great to hear. Great to hear right now.
That's a good mix of protein and carbs as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know if there's a big difference between those two. Do you have any words to say between like the number 2 from Wendy's and the Whopper from BK? Which one do you think makes you feel a little bit better? I don't know if you're contractually obligated to say Wendy's, but just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I'd like to tell all the viewers to definitely go and get a number 2 from Wendy's.
Great taste.
He calls it Rundies because he can't stop thinking about
Wendy's. That's actually, okay, sorry, he wasn't supposed to say that. He's under an embargo. That's the new campaign. Is their commercials that at the end they're gonna say eat at Wendy's before the race. But anyway, keep talking about Wendy's.
Just keep going. I mean, okay, wait. I just want to ask you, why exactly do you go with the medium combo? I know you're trying to bulk up for this
Yeah.
race. A lot of weight's really good for a run. Why are you going with the medium?
So my family actually has a very high cholesterol ratio. Don't want that.
That's
I'm trying to say is I try to bring laughter into the conversation about health. Because you have a very serious topic, cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 killer of all Americans.
Yeah.
And why would I bump up to a large when you're getting the same amount of carbohydrates and proteins? Everyone thinks, oh, you get the large. No, what you're getting with the large is more sugars and more diabetes, and more fries. Which what if you didn't know? Sorry, I like the humor in this.
No, I know it's hard,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard to
it's-
talk about
yeah.
diabetes without
Yeah,
that.
you know.
So you gotta protect
Like
yourself.
who would order a large at Wendy's?
I know.
It's nuts.
So-
It's diminishing returns in
Okay.
terms of carbohydrates compared to.
So you don't make a
Yeah,
great
very
point
good.
for bumping up to the medium versus
Yes.
the small, but I'm gonna let you go on that one because I know you're contractually obligated to
Oh.
sell the number 2 medium combo.
Thank you.
Hot and juicy. So now I think it's time. I don't want to seem like we're doing this just for the views by continuing to bring up this very controversial topic. It's big, and I don't want it to be like a clickbait thing. But we have to talk about this. We have the Commissioner of Racing's son here.
That's
and
me, Chuck
that's Chuck
Gatica.
Gatica. And we have Kyle K here. Kyle, before we get into this, would you like to? I'd like to give you a chance to maybe clarify, because you're at a press conference. I know they put you on the spot. I'd like to give you a chance to clarify some of those statements you made. Would you like to alter them at all, or do you stand by them?
I think I stand by them. I think your father is a son of a gun and a drunk, to put it that way. I don't know about you. I've seen him knock back 6 beers out of Hooters and then get kind of angry.
Yeah. Wow.
It was
And here you stand in Ann Arbor. Can you talk about why you pussed out, so to speak?
Yes.
I mean, you're clearly not in a neutral zone.
Yeah.
Came here
Well,
anyway.
if I didn't come,
You came anyway. It does have a point.
yeah.
His father is a drunk. We'll all acknowledge that.
I will admit,
Yeah.
he's a drunk. But here you stand.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Here you stand.
Think if I didn't come. Think of the controversy that would cause. While it might produce.
I'll clap it. Okay. And
So what I'd like to say to you about what you said before is that if I did not come to Ann Arbor for this race, think about the hype that would be died down. Think about the series of kids who would be disappointed.
I'm just wondering why are you asking me to think about this when clearly the commissioner had considered all these
He
things.
doesn't respond.
And you asked him,
I've been waiting. Listen.
you implored him to reconsider
Yeah.
the location. That's a classic, a true American classic.
Yeah.
I would venture to say
Yes.
it's a
No,
true
I would.
American classic.
Yeah.
I would. Though filled with many fruits. Besides that, though, a true American classic, much like trail mix.
So, what he's trying to say is. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'd like to clarify where Kyle K is coming from a little bit. I'd like to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So what Kyle K is trying to say is he said these things to the commissioner, and he responded with some sort of pseudo Dark Knight quote. The movie,
The commissioner.
the Batman movie.
The commissioner.
He
responded
seemed to be
dark-
quoting Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
So he didn't really acknowledge. He didn't even acknowledge Kyle K. Now, I know that we both agree he may have been a little. This man here may have been a little rash with his statements, but you have to understand where he's coming from with this anger here.
It was Kyle K who did this, and that's all I have to say about this. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. I don't understand why you would implore a commissioner to reconsider anything. He's the commissioner of the whole league.
So let me throw this out to you,
Yeah.
Chuck. Let's say you're in a race, and you are racing. I don't know. Anyone.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
I'll go with Alec K. I'm racing
Alec-
Alec K.
yeah, you're
Let's say I'm
racing Alec K.
I'm racing Alec K.
And let's say you have a huge fan base. You know, your viewers out there
Huge fan.
who would cheer you on so much, and you find out the race is in Alec K's backyard, a place where your fan base won't come, and all you have is Alec K's Lori K with a Vuvuzuela blowing the horn.
So you're telling me I go to this place, and I'm up to race, and I got Lori K blowing a Vuvuzuela, and I'm just trying to get hyped for my race.
Yeah. How would you feel when you know? I'm just,
All right, at that point,
I'm trying to show
I see
you
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
what I'm trying to say.
Here's the
what
difference.
you're trying to say
Here's
against
the big
me.
difference to
trying
me.
say.
Here's the difference to me. I would never ask someone to implore to reconsider anything.
You think
I
I'm
don't-
using big words here?
I don't. Yes, I feel like you're using
Yeah,
big words.
just like on purpose.
I
Or
feel
you're
like you're
trying
using big
to?
words. No, but that's not even it. That's not
Okay.
even it. It's fine to say that if that's really what you think, but why on earth would you ever ask the commissioner to do so? And why would you agree to do something in the first place if it's not going to be at a neutral site in the first season? This is season 2. This is not season 1.
No, this is actually season 17. Just because we have 2 different champions, when he doesn't start the season's over. As we all know, 1999, the inaugural
This
season.
is season 17.
Well, so I'd like to clarify.
Season 17.
I'd like to clarify for everybody here is this is the second annual Bigfoot race here on the hallowed grounds of the University of Michigan. However, there is a deep history here. Field Day 2005
Thank you.
at Brewster Elementary was actually the first time these two raced in a 40-yard dash. So, in a way, this is the 10th anniversary. And that's why, I'm sorry,
What
Chuck.
grade was that?
That was
Fifth grade.
5th grade is the 10th anniversary?
Yeah.
That's
So-
just ridiculous.
Now, Chuck, I know that you taught these two young men in 7th grade.
I was a
You
teacher.
taught them very well, apparently. I mean, they've both grown up to be beautiful men.
Yeah, I taught them all great
You
teachers.
did a great job.
I teach
Yeah.
history.
So you didn't know this in 5th grade. That's because it's this 10th anniversary. That's why there's so much emotion, so much charge that this man has right now. And I know you didn't know that. I just really want to clarify for you where he's coming from and why this is so.
I didn't know that. I thought this was the second race. I thought it was 100 yards, and I didn't see last year's. And yet I stand here as an announcer, interviewing the racer, trying to defend my father. That this makes any sense at all, and I just don't get it.
Okay.
So sorry. I'm sorry.
But at the end of the day, you still believe Kyle K is the one who started this race? 'Cause
Yeah,
I sure
Can
do.
you guys explain why a racer would implore a commissioner to reconsider anything? I feel like you guys are dodging the word implore here.
No,
You brought
I'm
up the
not.
big word concept. You brought up the big word concept. I heard you say it. He said it. I don't know if you guys heard it.
Yeah.
He said implore.
Yeah. So that's kind of all the time we have today for Kyle K. He's got to go to bed, so that his muscles are awake for the race. But before you go, Kyle, I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Kyle.
so much
Hey,
for being here.
thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Kyle.
hey, real quick before
Yeah.
I leave,
Uh-huh.
tell your dad